Hey guys, this is Kaden, and well, this is my first commentary. This is a 3 vs 3 on grassy flatlands, and for the first part, I'll just be giving you a brief description about myself. I live in Michigan, USA, and in a very small town near Detroit. Not a good city, but anyway. So, well, I guess I'll just talk about the battle, since you can find the description about me on my channel. Actually, me and the Defier have made a dual channel where we'll be posting our videos on. Maybe even some dual commentaries, I don't know. But let's see here. I'm playing as Prussia, and Roger is on the right as Prussia also, and I think it's Grand Peril is playing as Austria, but he leaves like right now. So he's being taken over by the AI. Here's my opponent's army. He's got 8 Prussian Fusiliers, a Guard Seaman, and a Old Guard, and an assortment of cavalry. And there's Roger's opponent sending his light infantry forward with no protection, but it's early, so I guess he can do that. Here's Grand Peril's enemy here. Very interesting army. Small yet powerful. 4 guard, 4 Silesian Schutzen. God, I hope I said that right. And a couple lancers. So I have 10 light infantry units, and he's gonna be a quick time elapse here. But I have 10 light infantry, 5 Prussian Fusiliers, and 5 lancers. The general is in one of the lancer units, and my opponent brought Napoleon. So here we are. We all met about the center except for the AI, which you'll see here in a second on the map if I ever show it. It's just going to kind of walk. I don't know. But we all met in the center, or at least me, Roger, and Carey, who was my opponent, and Maréchal Duevny, who was Roger's opponent. Here we go. The opponent's to the far left, just kind of leaving his flank open here. And I'm in the middle. So, as you can see, we've moved all the way up to pretty much the middle. Alright, let's talk about my army. I've got 2 line infantry units on the ends here, and those are just to keep my flanks protected. And my opponent, Carey, is gonna, I guess, attempt to flank me. He has the same amount of line infantry units, so yeah. But I have 10 too, so we'll be pretty much, as you'll see here in a second, he's going to try to flank me. I'm going to counter that. Then he's going to try to counter my counter with another line infantry unit, which is all at the same time just weakening his center. So my Prussian Fusiliers get off the first shots, and very accurate, doing from about 120 to 89. Yeah, 89, with about 2 volleys. And their line infantry will actually, oh wow, you see those blue lines? Yeah, that's the AI, AI about to attempt to move across the whole map. Yeah, all the way over there. So it's not as smart as a human player, so I kind of wished Gran would have stayed around, but he left. We've grouped our cavalry between me and Roger and I grouped our cavalry where our armies meet. Getting a little tongue-tied. I'm gonna have to get a drink. Starting to get a dry mouth here. So here's him moving up his line infantry units to the flank, and I'm gonna send my cavalry over there, either stop him from moving or maybe get in a charge. But this isn't going to work out. Alright, I'm going to send them over here, select them to attack, see the red line, but they are going to instead walk away. Then they're going to realize, oh wait, we've been ordered to attack that line infantry unit. So they're gonna turn around and sort of walk towards them. But yeah, look at that horse. It's running away, dragging his partner. Alright, head for the road. Yeah, there they go. They're gonna... Alright, now let's charge them. Oh boy, they've seen us. They're gonna get into square, so we're gonna get out of there in a second. Yeah, here comes Austria to either help me or run for the hills. This is grassy flatlands. There are no hills. So I'm gonna peel that flank off to the side. Hopefully get some shots off at that square. But yeah, that's not gonna work out. Over here, our center is engaged, and
our general is under attack.
And my general is under attack. So I'll just plug that gap there. So he's gonna fold back that flank due to the oncoming Austrians. So that's a pretty good move. So looks like Roger is just skirmishing with Marshal. And here comes a little cavalry assault here. I guess if your opponent is unoccupied, or if he's unoccupied, you shouldn't really charge him with cavalry because he'll definitely see that. But if you are going to charge him with cavalry, you should probably do so with your other flank, or at least move up line infantry while charging. Otherwise, he'll be able to, like here, pull back the units and bring up some cavalry and charge them. So yeah, not a good move. The Austrian opponent, Silent Server, he does a good job of doing this, moving up his cavalry and his line infantry later on in the battle. So yeah, skirmishers are going at it, and Prussian Fusiliers are what you want to bring if you're versing France, because they can match any of France's skirmishers. So yeah, Austria ran into some French cav. So I was going to help them, but my units were not doing so good. So I'm going to get them out of here. And Austria is just scattered across this map. Not really any formation at all. I guess the divide and conquer formation, I don't know. So alright, he has all of his guard units on my right flank, his left. So that's a bit frightening, but we have all our cavalry there, and we will drive them out. Here's the battle map. I'm in fear of getting flanked by the Prussian on the far left, because the Austrian is just fleeing across my battle lines, with Prussia following it. Although he will actually stop and retreat a little ways. You know, he should have kept up that attack and did a good movement against me, flanking maneuver. So yeah, and it's raining, so I'm not sure. This might be a bit laggy, and that advisor is really annoying. I'm gonna just take him off in a second. And so I'm gonna continue to peel back my flank, and his center is just continuously being weakened, which will lead me to eventually move up these line here in my center to confront them and drive them away. And yeah, I'm actually routing a few units from his center. That's my fleeing cavalry out in the distance that way. Alright. So we're just shooting it out right now. Moving my cavalry back. Here we go. I'm going to move forward my line and engage his center. But that engagement will not last long, because he's going to see that his center is being weakened, and if it collapses completely, I can just wrap around his elite units and he'll be pretty much gone. So here comes, to kind of delay these elite units, we're gonna cavalry charge them, and you'll see that in the next video. So yeah, just click on the part 2 link, and here we go.